common thing amongst all the roles I've played in the different types of organizations is, at the end of the day, they all deal with people. They all succeed or fail depending on the people. Hi, I'm Tan Kai Ho. I'm the new chairman of the Singapore Red Cross. I'm currently running an engineering manufacturing company for the last 5 years. And before that, I spent the last 31 years in the public sector. The first 25 of that in the Navy, and then the next 6 in an organization called Spring Singapore, that is now called Enterprise Singapore. Remember, we used to provide first aid duties for various school events, like sports events and so on. And I vividly remember that we used to send injured rugby players to the hospitals quite a few times. I was still a Red Cross cadet. When I was in Sec 3, I think we were doing our end of year examination. We were all seated in this big hall taking our exam. I think it was a math paper, if I remember correctly. And then the friend that was seated in front of me had a short epileptic fit and actually stopped breathing for a while. So fortunately, I knew first aid and another first aider. The two of us provided CPR and called the ambulance and got him to hospital. I think he should have been saved by that. I think the 4 years in the Red Cross were fond memories for me. And we have a lot of meetings. Even all through my adult life, I've on and off been providing different types of social services or joining boards of social service organizations and so on. So when Mr. Lim Neo Chen asked me, I said yes. I had a stint with the audit committee, and finally I also joined the finance and investment committee. And I think it was during my time in the FIC that I was also appointed as the vice chairman. I think the Singapore Red Cross mission is a very broad and relevant one. We're supposed to serve humanity. We're supposed to serve the vulnerable in society. We're supposed to protect and safeguard life and the dignity of life. So I think that mandate will stay. That stays relevant, and that should be the constant. But what might change are the methods that we go about serving this mission. And I see that this will evolve with time, this will evolve with needs, this will evolve with who else is in the system, who are our partners, who are our stakeholders. But the mission should stay. So in particular, I think over this COVID period, what you find is that there are generous people who will donate to the COVID cause. There are also many people with good heart that want to do something. So then our role is to find means to coordinate, to organize, to mobilize the resources and augment or complement with the resources that we have in order to effectively help the people that we want to help. At this age, there isn't a particular person that I would say is a role model, but I think I try to learn from different people for their strengths. So for example, my current chairman happened to be Mr. Philip Loh, but he's one of the economic architects of Singapore. And I always value him for his opinions, for his directness, for his energy, and for his guts. At the end of the day, what is sometimes important but unknown to youth or youth are under a lot of peer pressure, and that sometimes affects too much of their decision-making process. Maybe if I were to say something to them, it would be, the only person you have to see every day is yourself. And that's the most important person you have to be accountable to. Actually, at the end of the day, the common thing amongst all the roles I've played in the different types of organizations, at the end of the day, they all deal with people. They all succeed or fail depending on the people. That is a common thread. It doesn't matter whether you are talking about a military organization, a public sector organization, or a company, or a volunteer organization. At the end of the day, it is about the people. Humanity, in one word, to be humane enough to understand the human condition and appreciate it, and to be humble enough to respect it. Don't wait anymore. Convert your kind thoughts into action today. Start now. And you can follow the link to the Red Cross website for your donation. The mechanics, Oringer's cat. The day, I was in the house and we had a small water feature at the side of the house, and that was filled with water. And I was trying to drain it out. So I took a rubber tube, filled it with water, put one end of the rubber tube into the water tank, and the other end just into the drain. And then just by that alone, the water pipe will just drain the entire water tank empty. And that's called a siphon. And that's physics.
So the clock is starting. Here's 30 questions for you. So, coffee or tea?
Kopi or siew-dai.
Outdoor or indoor?
Depend on weather.
Books or videos?
Both.
Dog or cat?
Neither. Babies.
Traveling or staying home?
Either.
Chicken rice or chili crab?
Chicken rice.
Call or email?
WhatsApp.
CPR or donate blood?
CPR.
Reading to a child or befriending an elderly?
Both.
Last one, donate or volunteer?
Try to do both.